afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to another installment of Impostor Syndrome. I'm Katiana. We are here in our skybase, and I have been busy today working on space adventures. It is time to upgrade our rocket, and as you can see, I have several of the pieces done as we are working on Ostrom and getting our Tier 2 rocket ready to be upgraded with a Tier 3. Today I have already been off to Mars, where I mined a bunch of Ostrom and went right to the point of being out of oxygen and started suffocating to be able to get a stack of it. And our 1 stack plus 5 Grench turned into 11 stacks plus 15 of Ostrom ore, thanks to that Fortune 11 pickaxe of his. Good afternoon, Calyx. And John, thank you so much for the hydrate. Today we are having Dr. Pepper Blackberry Zero Sugar. It is a delish. And I'm hoping we'll be able to finish getting this rocket done. I have already made the 6 blocks of Ostrom, and I've gone through the process of making the fluid tanks and upgrading the gas tanks and everything needed to get to the Ostrom tanks. The one thing we have left is the Ostrom engine. So that is a similar process. We need to have Ostrom plates and a dash engine, and we also need a fan, which is going to be steel plates and steel rods, which I have made extra of steel plates and steel rods. So we should be able to go like this and make our fan. So now we need to make the dash engine, which is going to be dash plates around a steel engine and another fan. So I'm going to make, another fan. Boom, 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 boom. And then we're going to need 5 dash plates. Put those in there. We've run into some complications with the new storage system. For some reason, the create item vault is only filling one vault instead of the whole thing. And we don't know if it's somehow tied into the storage scanner, because we have filtered it to, you can't see, because we have filtered this to only be routable to these certain item category or items. So we've got 1 block in each of the 4 vaults marked as routable. If by somehow not marking the other ones as routable, the create system is blocking using the other ones. Hello, Nedvid. Thank you so much for the support. Good to see you. We have not used the item vaults before, so we're kind of confused on why it's being difficult. We've got tons of items here in Vault A, which is this one. And then this is Vault B, which is basically all swords. C and D are currently empty. And then these are the backpacks that we have started filling some stuff into. But for some reason, when he tries to send things down the conveyor belts, A is no longer taking any items. But there's plenty of physical space. It should be filling all of that space up, and it's like it's filled the very first block of the vault. Oh, here comes District. Hello. Interesting. How do you rate it after the fact? I didn't know you could do that. Very cool. Hello, district. So, Grinch is going to have to do more troubleshooting to figure out why it only wants to fill one block of the vault instead of all of them. It's kind of weird. He doesn't know if it's his, he set up the reader to tell us how full the vaults were, and so he doesn't know if those are causing a problem, because they're not reading correctly. They all say 0% full. So we don't know if it's those are causing a problem, if it's the storage scanner causing a problem, but for some reason it's only filling one of the item vault blocks and not all of them with the unstackable items. He did figure out how to get his filter so that the spawners would go out into the item vault instead of going into the backpacks, so that was good. But yeah, having some difficulties with the storage concept. So might have to do a little bit more rework on that. But the sorting part working great. Just had to make the one tweak to handle the spawners. But other than that, it conceptually was working just like he wanted. But now the item vaults are not sorting correctly, so we have to do some more work. Okay, steel engine. We need 5 placers. We need another fan. Okay, so we're gonna need a third fan. I'm gonna need more of rods. Need another fan. Boom, 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 boom. Another fan. And then engine frame is rods around. Okay, so we're gonna do Dune. And then the rods around this is this. Now we'll do this. Then we'll use this to make this. Then we'll use this to make this. And then we go over to our NASA workbench, which is over here. And then we put in our nose cone in the top. And 6 of these in here. And then we have our fins on the side. We have our 2 tanks here and our engine. And that gives us our tier 3 rocket. Tier 3 rocket! Woohoo! Tier 3 rocket complete. Now, I'll put you there. Oops. The other thing I know before we actually go anywhere, that takes care of half of this quest. To get our Chunky Cheese token, which unlocks Ratlantis, which we know a Kumidori who would be very eager for us to go to Ratlantis. I am very eager to go to Ratlantis because Ratlantis unlocks Botania. All the mystical flowers spawn there. So we need an awful lot of calorite. Calorite is found on Venus. Venus will require the upgraded spacesuit. So that's 1. 2, this requires the Awakened Supremium block. That requires the additional altar setup. And it requires our seeds, which we've done, so that's all good. Soul Stone. We've got the ability to do that. Oops. And then this is Soul Stone. That's all good. You're going to lurk for a bit. You need foods and not sit at the computer for a little bit. You can still send a raid after the end of the stream. You learned that a little while back. I did not know that. So that is good to know. And I appreciate it very, very much. So there's a couple of things we need to do before we can make our chunky cheese token. We need to go to Venus to get calorite. We need to upgrade a spacesuit so we don't die on Venus. Because, you know, that would be bad. It is much warmer on there. Oh my gosh, JC coming in with 165 stream streak. Dude, very nice. That is awesome. And showing off his little leaves. Got his flower growing. And in the center is the Rat King's crown. Hello, Coyote. How are you doing? Good to see you. We will have to battle the Rat King, which I will have to remember the process to summon the Rat King so we can defeat him to get his crown. So a lot of stuff is going to have to happen here. Let's get started on that. I believe I have Soul Stone over here. And I deliberately left plenty of room on the platform. Oh, I have smooth soulstone. Where's the regular soulstone? Regular soulstone is in the nether bricks. That's soul sand. Oh my gosh, did I cook it all? Oh dear. Ah, there's cobbled soulstone. That's what we need. I didn't quite cook it all. JC's gonna lurk. Sounds good. Do I have any more of that, or am I gonna have to? Well, a stack might be enough to do it all. Let's go cook that up quick. And we gotta see if we have the right wool, or if we're gonna have to dye some. Let's dab that in the furnace. That's gonna cook. Then we're gonna need some orange wool. That should be in here. I have white wool. We'll go ahead and dye some of that. I don't have orange, but I have red and I have yellow, which we can use to make red and yellow, make orange. And then we'll go like this. Makes me a chunk of orange. Lovely. Alright, my soulstone is done. Okay, so now we should be able to do our awakening altar. I also need gold. Forgot the gold. Grab the gold. Gold! I'll get plenty of gold. I cooked up a whole bunch of that yesterday, so we have lots of gold available. Okay, so the awakening altar, we need one in the center. Okay, and then it has an identical setup for the pedestals, which is not spelled that way. The awakening pedestals, we need 8 of those. Perfect. here. Alright, so we're going to put down pedestal. Space, altar. Ah, we just fit. Boom, and boom, and boom. I mean, we spaced that perfectly. It is perfect. And then we need a button. 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 Okay. Now, the one piece we're missing from actually being able to use it to make Awakened, which I believe, does that have it? Does not have it on the quest line anywhere. Nope. Okay. So the one thing we're missing from making the Awakened Supremium, go back to here, 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 here. So we have the Earth Essence, the Water Essence, Fire Essence, Air Essence. We can make Supremium blocks. That's just 9 Supremium. At least I think we can. Did we go all the way to Supremium yet? Maybe I better double check that. Yeah, we can do all the way to Supremium. So, making 9 of them could be challenging, but we can do it. And then we have to make 4 of them. So, I mean, that might take all of the Supremium, or the essence we have, but we can do it. Here. Then we have this piece, which is the Cognizant Dust. So this is dropped by the Wither and the Ender Dragon when killed with an essence weapon enchanted with mystical enlightenment. So, I think we can damage him with our normal weapons, but then when he gets down to being killed, we switch over to a weapon made of Supremium, and it has to have Mystical Enlightenment 3 on it for it to give us this. I don't think we have to damage it solely with the weapon. I hope not, because it's going to take a lot with these really big withers that this game is giving us. That's the only way of getting this dust. But hopefully we can make a Supremium weapon with some bonuses and stuff, and maybe put it through the God Forging process to give it some oomph, and enchant it with Mystical Enlightenment. So, how do we make a Supremium sword? I mean, Supremium sword does 24 damage right there. We have to make all of the swords all the way up to it, and then have 2 ingots with 2 gems. That's gonna take a lot. Starting with the diamond sword. Okay. And I'm guessing if we used a diamond sword with enchantments, that the enchantments would disappear. I think Grinch took the swords and put them over in here. I just got one of those super duper good swords from that wandering trader. Well, now how can this sword be simultaneously in A and B? There we go. Let's test it with this. You go in there. You go in there. You go in there. You go in there. I believe I'm putting the leftover of you in there. Okay, so I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna need the gems. Then I'm gonna need iron. Come back here. I'm gonna need iron. Iron. That is quartz. Where is iron? Iron. Alright. And let's put that in here so I don't lose it. And the white wool can go back in there. I made a lightning rod, and there must have been one visible in the system because it didn't use it. Okay. This is create stuff. Create stuff. And that is more wool. That's going to go in here. That is blocks of coal. I made pink slime and made the ultimate upgrade for Grinch's system. It worked like a treat until the item vault stopped working for whatever reason. We don't know what the reason is. Kind of frustrating. Alright. Grab some of this. So we need to upgrade this sword to an inferium sword. Oop, right there. I need 2 gems. So we'll do 2 gems. And then I'm guessing it's going to be 2, not ingots, it has to be these first. This, 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 this. Make a bunch of those. Make a bunch of those. Okay, now it's going to be this, this, this. There we go. Okay, so now if I do this with 2 of these and this and this. Oh, it does keep the enchantments. Okay, hang on. Where did I put that super duper good sword? It's already netherite. Dang it! Do we have a diamond sword that has like a really good something really good on it? I mean, the unbreaking is really nice. Didn't that one have like sharpness 4 or something on it? Those are all empty, I think because Grinch already took them out and put them in the new system. I mean, a 26% crit chance. That one's nice. Got Nature's Bend on it, though. That one's got a 9 attack damage with sharpness 2. That one's sharpness 3. It's not letting me pull him out of the system. That one, 10.5 attack damage? There's 10 with incurable wounds 4, sharpness 4. See, I'd like that one, but I can't seem to get it out. There's several of these. It says it's there, but I can't pull it out. Alright, I'm going to put that one back. That one's got mending. That's kind of useful. That one's 11 attack damage. Let's see if we can combine some of these to get some enchantments to combine together successfully. So like that one's 11 and this has mending. Like if I put that there and that there, still has 11 and now has mending. I'll take that. Let's do that. That. Now that one doesn't have any enchants on it. That one does. Now I got sharpness 4, so I don't need that 3. Okay, those don't combine now. But if I go that way, I lose my... I'm up to 14 attack damage. That has some stuff on it. I'll put those that we didn't use in it in there. There is one more thing we need, which is our magical... that one. No. Have we not gotten a book with it on it yet? Might have the name wrong too. I need to double check. I could have sworn I had the beginning of the name right. It is Mystical. I was wrong. Try again. Mystical. Mystical Enlightenment 2. Mystical Enlightenment 2. Mystical Enlightenment 2. Mystical Enlightenment 3. Mystical Enlightenment 3. Mystical Enlightenment 3. I don't know if it goes beyond 3, but if we can take it beyond 3, we will. Three. Three. Okay. So can we combine... 3 and a 3. Does it give me a 4? It does. Okay. So let's make a 4. There's a 2 and a 2 to give me another 3. That is a 3 and a 3 for another 4. So that's a 4. That's a 4. That's a 3. That's a 2. That's a 3. That's a 3. So I have a 3 and a 3. That's another 4. That's a 3 and a 2. So I've got... leave that one off. Do this and this. Takes me up to 5. Do this, this. No! Oh, I bet that only goes on after it is a essence weapon. Aha! Mystical Enlightenment 5. Boom. Okay. We're up to 15 attack damage. Block reach is 3. And I have 1 socket. Let's start taking this up and see what we can do. So we're going to take that, break that apart. We'll use this. Boom, 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 boom. I'll put that away. Okay, so we're going to make 2 of those. 2 of those. Upgrade the sword. I did it backwards. Alright, was 15. Now it's 17. Alright, time to go up a tier. Alright, put that away. Two of you. 2 of you. Up to 20 attack damage. Okay, want to go up another level? Need more. Do, 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 that crystal. Get that crystal. Bam, 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 bam. Boom. That crystal. Boom, boom. Blue. We had a little blue. Two of these. Two of these. Upgrade the sword again. Up to 24. And we only have 2. Like I said, having 4 blocks worth of this stuff for the craft, we might not have enough. I could totally see us not having enough. And we've been saving it since the beginning. I could see not having enough because it takes a lot. I do have it farming. Next crystal. Maybe I should just keep the crystals. We're going to use them all. Put that away for now. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. I want the red one. To make blue. Because I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 8. Do. Soon we'll be able to set up a crafter and it'll just automatically go boom, 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 and take care of this for us. Oop, and change crystals out. Oh, there's also essence in the miner. I should go grab that. 8. That's what we needed. Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna do this. Boom, 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 boom. So with all of those a chance, we've got tier 5. We have no augments in it. It's up to 31 attack damage, which is pretty sweet. And then we can take it over here. Let's see, what tier should we do? take it up to a core. Oh, it can't do core. It's gotta be God before it crawls. Oh, it won't let me do it. Interesting. I thought I could redo these. Apparently not. Do I have to remove the affix name from the item and then it'll be able to go through and get a new one? Oh, wait. That would go there. Still doesn't work. I don't see looting on there. I should get a looting. Which is going to cost me a lot of levels to add this late, but I think... I have... I've been breaking on there. I do not. Well, there's looting on that one. Let's do... Oof. Yeah, the unbreaking won't go on because of the mending. I need... looting on, I should put looting 3. Do we not have a... How do we not have a looting villager? Alright, hang on. We've got to have a looting book in here somewhere. Right? We have to. There's looting 2. Put that book back. Put that book back. There's looting 2. And a tome for looting. There's looting 3. That should work. Alright, let's do looting 2 and looting 2 gives me looting 3. Looting 3 and looting 3 gives me looting 4. It's expensive, but looting 4. And then that takes me to looting 5. And that one only took 10. Okay. Can put these all back. Take my pouch back. Put these back. Need to... Dude, how did you get down here? We can put this back. Take that off. I will need the soul sand. And then I'll need the wither skeleton skulls. Here. Now up to 31 attack damage. I have 1 empty socket. Oh, can we get... Actually, no. What's after flawless is perfect? That's plus 4 levels to sharpness. That would take it to sharpness 8. Okay. Do I have more perfects? That would be a defense. I don't need defense. No. That would increase crit damage. That has possibilities. That's armor. No. Cold damage. No. Knockback. No. chilled. No. 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 +3 levels to withering. Do I have withering? No. +8 to fire damage. I like those two. So, Gem of the Earth. Okay, do we have Gem of the Earth? There's a bunch of flawed. Do we have more flawed? So that's tier 2. That's another flawed that's there. Flawless, that's one below it. Those are the only 2 gems of the Warlord I have, is 1 flawless and 1 perfect. Wow. Okay, and I have 2 chipped. Some cracked. I don't remember seeing that one before. That's pretty. Okay. I'm gonna look over here just in case one got put on the wrong side, because it is entirely possible in my haste that I would do something like that. No. Okay. So I could upgrade some of these to get another flawless, to get a second perfect. Because I can take 2 perfect. Wait, let's see. Well, that doesn't do anything. It's still 4. That's as tall as it gets. Do they stack? Could I make it 8? I don't think they stack. Okay. Let's call that one good. Let's do that. Because I believe I have 2 sigils of socketing. So I can take this and this, and that's going to add a socket. Then I'm going to do this, add another socket. Then I'm going to do this. That adds that gem. I'm going to do this. That adds that gem. And I'm going to do this. Adds that gem. Okay, so now we've got this thing. And I still haven't put the augment in. Sharpness 8. 33 attack damage, plus the fire damage, plus 30% crit, plus 8 fire. So it's now a total of 10.5 fire damage. Okay. Now we do this. We do mystical augment. There should be one for strength. This one. That's totally doable. Just need those and more iron. Go. Iron with this and this gives me an unattuned augment. And we do use. Use. There's no recipes for the augments. No. Epic sadness. Epic sadness. The augments don't work. Okay. So let's go to village. Oh wait, hello. This is where we go to handle our wither battles. And hopefully with Grinch not here, we will not get any big ones, and they will not escape our cage. Hopefully. Hopefully. We will hope. $87.31. It's still pretty big. Okay, dude. Dude, come down here so I can hit you. forgot to turn the volume down again. I'm sorry. I always forget that. Wait! Why did his hit points go back up? Dude, how did you regenerate? That's flippin' rude. My pickup is on. Stuff didn't come to me, so let me get my magnet. Where's my magnet? Where's my magnet? Eight dust and 3 supremium. Look at us go. We got enough for 2 crafts on the first battle. And a wither rose. Nice. Now we know we need to do 2 crafts because we need 4 blocks. So let's hope we get as much on the second one. And we got a smaller one. Yay! This should be even easier. Hey, dude. Boom. How'd we do? 16. Boom. There it is. Oh, we may have killed a wandering trader in the battle. Oopsie. Beaver Harvest 4. What? Beaver Harvest 4? Occultism, what are you doing? I am not hunting beavers. No, 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 no. That's all I got to say on that. Let's go home. Just, woo. And we will put this stuff away. And put that away, put that away, take that out and put that there. And take that out and put that there, because that will be very helpful indeed. That's very nice. Alright, so I suppose next, we've got an hour and a half left. Let's go look at our slate production. I have been dropping in half a stack at a time. It's been doing a fine job of processing so far, which gives me a stack. come down here. Grab from my backpack the Ingot of the Skies, Tainted Gold. And I'm going to grab this because I'm going to need more Tainted Gold. This. And do use this. Oh, wait. Use this 15. And I had 1. And then that. And then I can do use. Oh, I need more Ingots of the Skies. Just a second. Bing, bing. Bing, bing. Bing, 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 bing. Oh, look at me go. Boom, 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 boom. And then we do this. Boom, 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 boom. I have 1 and I'm almost at another one. So we'll be able to make 1 of 2 seeds. We should be able to make the next one very quickly. So look at our options here and you'll see I did make a second seed last night after the stream. I got steel leaf seeds in production. We need steel leaf for so much of the stuff in bees for making the upgrades and things that I thought steel leaf would be our next highest priority of the items in tier 3. So we have Certus and we have steel leaf. So now we need to decide what here is sort of our next highest priority item. Uranium might be a good one because we're using the reactors for power. And so having uranium seeds as an option, an alternative option for a source of uranium, that might be a good option because we're definitely going to want to keep this providing us power. That might be a good path to go down. So let us do this, put that away. Then we're going to take this. I need 8 for the 2 seeds. So we'll do that. And then these I'm going to put in here. Boom, boom, boom. And that's going to be for our seeds. Then we're going to come up here. And then we're going to stop in here and grab you. And actually, that reminds me, we're going to stop at the miner. So the miner is also producing for us Inferium Essence. It's also producing Prudentium Essence. It's also producing now blocks of Rubitine. In addition to the individuals, is producing blocks. We're now getting Vibranium ore. We're getting raw blaze gold and raw ferric ore. And we're getting tertium essence. So I'm going to bring that with us. We'll leave these for now. This is currently not getting plugged into the network. It's only getting power from the windmills, so it is basically trickling in resources at the moment. I would definitely want to get some additional reactors up and running for better power. I think that's going to help us because the reactors, I think, is going to be just a better source of power for us in the long run. Okay, so there's that and that. And I need 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to split this because that's going to be the second seed. So I do that, move these backpacks up. So there. And then let's go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Block here. What did I do wrong? Oh my! It's compressed blocks of uranium. Ooh! What? Oh my! Compressed blocks of uranium for the seeds? Ooh. What? Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, game. We we gonna go cook uranium. It be fine. It be fine. You cook a bunch of that. You cook some of that. And then I'm guessing you're running low on wood. I need to. Oh, let's put the essence away here first. A second. A second. Drop that off. Now we can come in here and provide stockpile of wood for the furnaces. Grinch gets a little bit mad at me because I put stuff in the furnace and I forget to put wood in the furnace and I forget to empty the furnace. So let's try and be good teammates and do both of these things. Put some wood in this one as well. This one's doing okay. It didn't need it so much. This one also had nickel that needed picked up and some of my own stuff that needed to be put away. Alright, put the nickel away. You're gonna go in here. Yep, nickel goes in here. Lovely. Okay. Let's try this again, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4. And down. That'd be better. And backpack. Uranium seeds. Now we need dirt, hoe, tertium, dirt, hoe, tertium. Make 2. Hoe, tertium, dirt, farmland. can see we've got, this is going to go down here. Take a moment to clean this up. There we go. All right, so third seed is going to go over here. What? Tier 4? Say what? Is what? It, okay, that's just weird. I don't have okay, wait a minute. Uranium is in the tier 3 quests, but it is a tier 4 seed and wants the next tier up of farmland, which is Imperium. Okay. I'm trying to think in my head, how do I want to do this? So you are going to need tier 4 farmland. I haven't set up tier 4 setups yet. So pause. Let's make stuff for tier 4. And to get that in place quick. And yeah. Okay. Just, Tangent. Was not expecting this. That's probably a bug or a questing error that they have placed uranium in the wrong questing tree, would be my guess. So let's look at tier 4 has 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 42. It's actually 43. So we should be able to do the same setup we have here, which is going to be 10, 20, 30, 40, 43. And we're going to do no space in between. So it's going to be like this, a space here. Then we'll do here, 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 here. Okay. Then we're going to need our item conduit. Just going to go here, 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 here. And see, this one we did... We did light blue. Here we did blue. Here, let's go red. So we're gonna do red, extract 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 red, oops, extract red, extract red. Alright, so since we went red, we should have a red backpack and red hopper botany pots. So we'll do red. So we're gonna do a... Take that backpack. Gold backpack is empty. We're gonna take this gold backpack. Oop. Doing the wrong thing. Gold backpack, make it diamond. And then take a netherite ingot. Alright, we're down to our last one of these. So after I do this, I should probably make more of those. Do this. So this. 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 There is a netherite backpack. Then I want to grab... upgrades. Those upgrades go to gold. There's one. This one upgrades to diamond. And I need more gold to upgrade the rest. So we're gonna go down here. Grinch has all the gold. I wonder where if he's on his person, if he logged out with it, or if he's storing it somewhere. Why isn't this hopper going into the furnace? Hello? Why is this hopper not hopping? Oh, it will not cook in its raw state. As a block. I bet that's it. Gold will cook in that state, and uranium will not. That be the problem. Ugh. I messed that up. You have the same problem. Do, 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 do. Okay. So that is what I needed for this. Boom, boom. Now I'm short upgrading here. It'll be a good start though. And then I want a couple of red so that I can take this. Wait, I made it a netherite backpack, didn't I? Oh no, I upgraded my own to netherite instead of this one. I goofed. And I can't use this one except for multiplying it. Oh, which takes diamonds! Oh, this is a problem. Oh, not a problem. Phew! I really thought it was going to be a problem. Well, we've got lots of diamonds. Lots of diamonds. We're fine. Totally fine. Also need netherrack. I have lots of netherrack. Sure. We're good. Use here, here. So I just need to do an outline of diamond. Put stack of netherite there. Do this here, and then do this, 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 and then do this, this. Perfect. We're good. Blocks of diamonds. Blocks of diamonds. Upgrades are expensive. Let's upgrade the right backpack this time. Cat, right backpack. Hey, doing this one. This one and this one. Great idea. Then we're going here. Red, red. We'll make it very red. Alright, you're gonna go here. Okay, and then you're gonna go here. You're gonna be inserting on red, and then you're gonna be turned off. Perfect. Okay, so we got that done. Now we need the hopper botany pots. And I have already made red. Ooh, wait, that's black. I have made red terracotta. I just have to cook it. In our, I know I'm already busy. I need you. So we're gonna go poop. And you go up there. This must be a bug. So, my old weapon was great with 48 attack speed and 13 damage. Attack speed, normal, but that 33 attack damage, yep, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Give you another stack. Throw you up there. Put these in here. Got an hour left. Gonna maneuver over here. Or attempt to. Do. Maybe not. There we go. 2 stacks of that. As with 4 o'clock, it is time for World Cup soccer. Spain versus Argentina. So, if all goes well... Oh! No! I had the time wrong! It started at 2, not at 4! Egad! There's only 10 minutes left in the game! And it's scoreless! I tuned in just in time for the drama. Yes! I missed 81 minutes of no scoring. Argentina always waits till the end of the game to make something exciting happen anyway, so. We're good. Alright. So I have soccer. Where did I put the hopper botany pot stuff? I put it over here. I've got little like sub storage areas going for different things. A little bit over here and a little bit over there, and it's like, okay, I need to make the 2 hoppers, which means I'm gonna need iron. Oh, Argentina's had 3 yellow cards. Goodness. Okay, so we're going to. Oh, I need this. I might actually have to retire my flint swasher in favor of the new weapon. It's pretty good. Alright, so we need a hopper. Well, first of all, we need to type hopper here, here, boom, boom, and then we're gonna do use, boom. Not orange, we want red. Fine. It this way. Two of you, red, red. Down. Okay. So we're gonna go over here. Hop over here. Then we have blue saved over here for tier 3. We'll save red for tier 4. And we'll put 2 red down. And then we need the tier 4 Imperium farmland, uranium seeds, and we'll put the second thing of farmland in for the second thing of uranium. So that is going to be when we have our next block. Which reminds me, we still have a tier 2 seed we need to finish. I should check on my latex. You are ready for another block. And how are we doing on latex? 15,000. Do I have latex in a tank in here by any chance? I don't think so. I've got oil and liquid meat and plastic. Okay. We just need you to get to 16,000. We need some upgrades in here. Which, that's on our list of things to do. Industrial. So, that's a regular speed. And then we upgrade the speed to a tier 2. So that's going to take some of the latex. So it's going to be redstone. Then it's going to be glass panes, which we've got glass panes. I have regular glass. I can make more glass panes. Just need to grab. That was weird. That. Okay, and we're gonna need gold gears and sugar. Sugar? That's salt. That's sugar. Gold gears. Oh, I've got gold right here. Oh, and. Oh. If you missed it yesterday, we have the multi-servo press set up now that it can make us gears. And look how quickly that works. Ah! That makes me so happy. The metal press can be retired. It does not have to make me gears no more. And that is just with this. I don't even have the speed upgrade in there yet. Ah, it's so nice. Okay. So we need to use a little bit of latex for this, but it will be worth it. That's going to be redstone, redstone, painted glass, gear, gear, sugar, sugar. And yes, all of these need all of the upgrades. So we really should just, maybe this would be a good thing to do in our last hour, is get this thing done. So then this, to upgrade this to tier 2, same recipe, but I use diamond gears. I think I have diamond gears up there. I do indeed. Okay, so let's do this again. Redstone, redstone. Painted glass, painted glass. Then diamond gear upgrade to tier 2. And I need the latex, please, and thank you. Let's just get the speed tier 2 done in all of these. So let's go ahead and get this one into you. Because then you're going to go faster, which means you're going to make the latex for me faster, so I can do this for the other machines. Totally makes sense. Alright, so redstone. Do. Gold, gold. Sugar, sugar. And then we'll go. Doomp. Doomp. Okay. And then we have redstone, redstone. Pain, pain. Diamond. Sugar, sugar. Latex, latex. And this one's going to go right in this machine here. Now I'm going to need more redstone. Okay. Now I should be able to see how much faster this goes right away, I would think. So, boom, boom. Sugar, sugar. Then, boom, boom. That's quite a bit faster. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Diamond. Sugar, sugar. Another latex. Alright. Then we'll go into this one here. Alright, we have one more of these to make. The other machine, which processes the latex, I don't think we need to worry about it because we're making the rubber in a different method. So I'm not worried about speeding that one up at this time. Oh, was that a red card? I mean, it was a spectacular tackle and fall, that's for sure. Alright, you go there. Okay, so that's speed in all three of our dissolution chambers and speed in our fluid extractor. So it's going faster. Next, let's look at doing... Don't need to worry about range, so we can skip that one. Let's look at efficiency next. That one, I need to get some blaze rods. So let's get some blaze rods. Plenty of those. So same recipe as before. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Blaze rods. And then latex. Latex. Efficiency. And then we do the same thing, I imagine. Pain, pain. Diamond gear. Blaze rod, blaze rod. And then the latex. Latex. Okay. So the cooldown goes down. What we're gonna do. That's gonna speed it up even more. That should start flying with latex now. Alright, let's do doot, 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 doot. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom. There's that one. Okay. Let's leave the other two for now, because we use them less frequently than the first dissolution chamber. I can come back and get their upgrades later. The other one, let's see, though, they is efficiency. I mean, I could go up. Processing. I need processing. Where is processing? Here, processing. I need a furnace and a crafting table. Oh, for both of them. Yuck. So I'm going to need 4 crafting tables. Hopefully redwood crafting table will count. We, of course, do not have any furnaces, because they're expensive. So expensive. Need blocks of coal. Don't I have blocks of coal? They're probably in the top. That's charcoal. Blocks of coal. That's 2. How can I be out of cobble? I mean, there's no way I'm really out of cobble, right? I just don't have it in a chest the system can see. To reset my cloud in a jar again. Or not. Come on, cobble. Okay, is that going to be enough? Okay, there's that. And that. That. And that. That's a lot of cobble. Recipe. Here. Boom, boom. Okay. Down here. Here. Hey. Redstone, redstone. Painted glass, painted glass. Gold gear, gold gear. Furnace. Crafting table. It does not like these. It does not surprise me that it does not. One, two, three, four. And there we go. Okay, that goes there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Diamond gear, furnace, and crafting table. And add another latex. Processing over here. Add processing. Boom, boom. Okay, so now processing is times 3. This one the cooldown is 20%, and this one the cool time is 66%. So hopefully we're going to be getting lots and fast. Now we get over here. We'll do redstone, redstone, pane, gold gear, furnace, that, latex. I need I need 4 more diamonds. It looks like we are going to overtime. Game was so good, they decided they should play more. Okay, run around here. Alright, so then it's this, and this. And add in the latex. And that goes there. Alright. This was like at 16 when I came in here. It's at 16 now. So We didn't lose anything as far as our what bees we were going to be able to do. Alright, more I need to add to the furnaces. Add you to the furnaces. And then there is... No, don't throw it. I need to use it. Okay, so we can do 2 more of these bees. I'm going to put 2 of these in here, and then this is going to be... Yep, Argentina's down to 10. There's 2. Okay. I'll put this downstairs so it can fill up more. Okay. So the next thing we need is this to have an ability to look at an inventory to be able to craft. So whether that's going to be looking at that storage scanner or the storage scanner or some other way of looking at inventory, which means I need to be able to make a storage bus, which is here. That storage bus is an energy acceptor and a stable wormhole. So I have that left to do. And what we were working on last night is also I need processing capability to be able to craft. So that's where this comes in. I need to put some of this stuff away so I have inventory space to work. A second. One moment, please. Oh, I didn't put my upgrades in my backpack. Oh. Epic fail, cat. Epic fail. Backpack. Bing, bing, bing. Okay. You go over there. Sugar goes back in there. Iron can go in there. Block of coal can go in there. Blaze rods are a map drop. Pane of glass goes in here. You go in there. Redstone goes in there. Terracotta goes in there. Cobblestone goes in there. Chests go in there. These go in here. My magnet gets swapped out for this. And that goes in there. This can go in here. I think we're going to go with that as our primary weapon now. That can go in there. And these planks can go in there. Okay, and nope, back over here. Okay, so I had made a 1K. And it's not going to give me credit until I make this thing. Are you kidding me? Really? Oh man, game. You trolling me. Well, we're gonna make one of those, because I'm gonna make my processing capability a 4K to start. Okay, I did put the quartz glass upstairs. I thought I did. I just wanted to make sure I had it up there. I thought I did. That uses the yellow. So I'm gonna need 2 more of those. And then I need these, which I had more in there. And then I need redstone. More redstone. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Oops, that's not where I wanted it. I wanted you in there. That goes there. Okay, so now recipe here. That's 2. That's 3. Then with those 3 and a calculation, which is here, I do use. Oop. Here, use here. Okay, there's a 4K component. Then here I want to use it to make a 4K crafting storage. So I need to make the crafting unit. This is where I got bogged down yesterday and I was like, what? I need a what? Along with a what? Yeah, it's a bit of a, little kerfluffle there. But I think we can put it together. Now there's crafters in the corners, and I want to say I thought we had crafters in here. Could be wrong though. Brass casings, andesite casings. I have lots of casings. I do not. Alright, so we need this. I need crafters, which is a crafting table with brass casings and electron tube. Alright, now I know I saw all of those in there somewhere. Not the crafting table. The other 2 components, I'm pretty sure I saw those. There's 1. Oh, do I have 2 or not? Okay. If not, I'm gonna need that. There's brass casings, though. I know there are brass casings. I just commented on the fact, hey, there's brass casings. Alright, there's brass casings. I'm going to need another one of these, which is one of those with an iron plate. Okay, which means I'm going to need my handy dandy one of these. And I'm going to do this, 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 this. Alright, this, this, this. This, this. 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 Iron plate. Iron plate. I'll do this and this gives me one of those. And then this one we want plank. And I want the spruce. And we're gonna do this to make. Oh, wait. These are the. That's right, because it's 2 each. I'm like, why am I only making 2? It's like, because the craft makes 2, silly. You won't. That was a, oh, you're being a doofus moment. Okay, so there's that. Then I need 2 calculation processors. Now, I just used the last of my calculation processors. So we're going to need to go make more. So that is going to be this one. And this gets used with Certus quartz. Now we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 of those. Then let's take a bunch of silicon down with the silicon press. And we're going to the inscriber, which is here. So we're going to do calculation press with this. And then I'm going to go grab that coal again. That should work. We're going to throw that into here. That's going to provide power for you. Again, I don't have acceleration cards on here. I know. I am awful at the upgrades. I know. Argentina has not had a single shot on goal in this game. What? They are at 103 minutes, and Argentina has yet to have a shot on goal. And I don't know how that wasn't a foul. He literally physically got tackled. Like, he literally ran him over from behind. And that was a lot of extracurricular activity. Goodness. I can't believe I got the time wrong. Yesterday's game was at 4. Today's game was at 2. Ugh. 3 more minutes of added time for the first half. The first half of overtime. I don't think they call it overtime. They call it extra time. World Cup is about the only time I pay attention to soccer. Or Olympics. I mean, I'll watch the Olympics as well, but otherwise I really do not pay attention to soccer. I don't watch MLS or any of those. And I have lost track of the number of times I have referred to a match as a hockey match. It's like, it's not hockey. Why am I calling it hockey? It ain't hockey. I have no idea. No shots in on goal in 106 minutes. Wow. That's nutty. Do 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 do. Okay. Then with these to get them to the next stage is going to be this with redstone. Which I should be able to see the redstone now because I moved it down. Excellent. Alright, so we're going to let that one finish and take it out, take these out, and then we're going to do bing, bing, bing. That is the end of the first half of extra time, it appears. Spain was really close to having a goal there, but he missed it wide earlier in the overtime. I'm sure JC's watching the match as well because JC has been watching the entire World Cup and enjoying it very much. Okay, so we'll put those in there, that in there. Then these will go back up here. There's that. And then we'll put 2 of these with keep and we'll put the other 2 in here. Okay, so there's that. Then the last piece we need, so we have those. Then we need 2 of the hardened integral components that we made, just like we made last night for our machines. So that will be not too bad. We need some lumium gears, which I thought I had extra lumium. Lumium. Should be. I totally do. Pop those in there for some gears. Boom. Boom. And then the infused iron should be in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Okay, so then hardened, oh, right here. Here, here, here. There are those. Okay, so now this leaves, so that's that, that. Our favorite thing in the world to make, folks, another machine frame. Just love making them so much. So much. I can take that off. 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 It all starts with this. And I believe I still have 9 of these. And I still have 47 of these. And we have plenty of these. So really the only thing I'm short of, and I'm not really as short of, because look, I've got blocks of it. Wahahaha. Grinch really did kill a lot of things in Cataclysm, obviously. Something else he did, which I don't know if I mentioned on stream, besides setting up the wither for us, so we have self-aware withers, one of which is operating in our virtual sacrificer for us. He also went and got the Optergeinger data models. They're basic level, but I can set up those and they will make the black steel nuggets. So since we're using a lot of black steel, I thought that would be a really good second one to set up, but I have to make the simulation and all the other stuff. And oh, Spain finally connects. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They just came right out at halftime and they connected for a goal. And it's not golden goal, so it's not first score wins. They play out the whole thing. Hello, Davilci. How are you? My autocrafting. Well, yeah, what is happening? Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Dude, get off of there. No, no dancing on my, oh my god, get off of there. So, autocrafting. We're close. So I have my controller, I have my crafting terminal, I have a pattern encoding terminal, and I have a pattern. It is 1-0 Spain. In the 108th minute, they're currently playing overtime. I have one extended pattern provider and one molecular assembler connected, one channel in use, but I do not have any inventory of stuff connected to it yet. for it to actually craft with. I also do not have any CPUs attached to it yet. So those are the last two pieces we need before we'll be able to actually start auto crafting. So my plan will be to get the CPUs updated, and then we're gonna put them up here on the ceiling. And then I want to get extended pattern providers for the pulverizer and for the multi-servo press, so that way we can automatically process for gears. We can automatically crush things. We can automatically make things in the induction smelter. Those will be the sort of the first machines that we hook up. And what I may do is connect just to a barrel where I dump the inputs and then it crafts and dumps the output back into the barrel. That may be our starting storage, because the drive housing is complicated. Complicated. And we're having some storage transition going on right now, and we need to sort that all out before I connect it to the system. We are trying to put together a combination item vault backpack system that separates the one of items into vaults and the stackable items into backpacks. And then I want to connect a storage scanner that reads those backpacks, especially to the AE2 system, so that it can pull on those for crafting purposes. But we don't want it to then do crafting and throw stuff up into the item vaults. So we have to figure out how to manage the system so that AE2 doesn't mess up the sort that we've already done. And then we can hopefully transition away from the chess monster. And then this area will be available for use in setting up other things, which will be nice. And then we'll have that as our storage for the foreseeable future. I probably will start doing some digital drives at some point, but this is sort of phase 3 of our storage life at the moment. So, we're getting there. Autobots roll out. Boom, 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 boom. So, what we're doing right now, your chess monster is gone. You've gone all to digital drives and drawers. I have not learned how to properly set up digital drives in a way that doesn't flood systems or just make a mess. So I did a little bit of it with in Techopolis 3. I was partitioning my drives to get like all of the ingots in one particular drive, and I had like wool and things like that going on a different drive and things like that. And then I had like the rest of the stuff was going into chess. Well, I would introduce a new item into the system. Like I would a new craft item would be crafted, and I would forget to assign it to a drive, and then it would overfill the general storage. Your mess is just into drives with no partitions. Yeah, I may be overthinking it. I may be overthinking it. Maybe I just need to go to general drives and let everything go to drives. And because maybe what we do is we use the inputs from the storage system and the outputs to drives. Because then if it never outputted to there, and it could input or output to the drives, that might work. Because we don't want it to export anything into the system there. Because it might export to the wrong side. We're working on it. It's, like I said, it's a work in progress. Most definitely. Alright, so we need to make the things and the stuffs and the whoopsie over here. So we're going to do this and this and this. So there's 9 pity machine frames. That'll be a nice start to future things and stuffs, and I'm gonna leave one there. Just add more as needed with your B and your minor output going to drawers. See, we really like backpacks. We love backpacks as storage versus the drawers. Oh, I wish my flight was working. They're just so nice. You put them in there with upgrades. Each slot holds so much. And if you put a full netherite backpack in there, it has so much room. I mean, you can't visually look at it and see everything, but it just holds so much stuff. So we really like backpacks for output. So I've got backpacks for my bees and for the miner. And I'm using them as well for the seeds in Mystical Ag. They're working like a treat. I'm very happy with that. Maybe I use backpack for my output. Maybe that's the solution. Maybe I have a backpack instead of a digital drive. Maybe I use a backpack. Assuming I can make the storage bus, I should be able to storage bus to a backpack just like I would anything else. Certainly things to think about. Let's put those away. And I'm going to put this away. I've got my pity. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's right. That's right. Overthinking it again. Put this away. Put that away. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I do a storage bus to the backpack, that should work. I might be able to do that. I might be able to just storage bus back to the backpacks for my bees, for the miner. I mean, that may be, assuming I can make multiple storage buses, that is not an easy craft. Well, I take that back. It's easier than I thought. Ignore me. That's actually pretty easy. We should be able to make those. We will be able to make those. I just have to draw the chalk over here. I will be able to get something cooked up to here. Yep. You add one storage bus to your controller, to my controller, and then all drawers are added to your controller. Right, because the storage controller doesn't have to physically be linked to your drawers anymore. You can use the linking tool to link drawers that are physically in all different places and still be controlled by that same drawer, which I love that ability, by the way. That is very, very sweet. See, and I do like the idea of a storage drawer layout that is the storage drawer layout that is for the ultimate comb and the ultimate ingot, now so you can visually see all the combs and everything, so that way it's easy to see. I'm missing these. With the max upgrade, there's no distance limitation. Ooh. Is the max upgrade extremely expensive? Doot, doot. That's this one. Because that's easy to make. Not that much. Oh. I'm wavering back and forth between the convenience of the backpacks and the portability of the backpacks and just how much I like having drawers and the look of them. Okay. I need to get this done. Need to get this done. Come on. I'm gonna get plastic, grab a whole stack of that. Then we need the night metal, grab that. Then we need the compressed iron ingot. Oop. Compressed iron ingot. From memory, it's 8 netherite upgrades and a block of vibranium. Ooh. I don't know how much vibranium we have. I need to get the bees. I know I have enough to make an all-the-modium bee. I don't know if I have enough to make the vibranium bee. But I know I have enough for the all-the-modium bee. I just haven't made it yet. So many things. So many things. Recipe. I am getting some from the miner. This is true. I am getting some from the miner. And this, I am missing dark steel nuggets. Dark steel. Grab one of those and nugget you so I can make you. Okay, then here we're gonna be plastic, pity, night metal, compressed, this. Then I need a bucket, latex. That is my alarm for getting a Komodori. She will understand if I gotta finish this up quick. Alright, stage 2 is you. And this one I need netherite ingots. It's gonna be use here. Recipe. Second screen. Perfect. Boom, boom. And then use here. We need energetic alloy and the gear. Energetic alloy. Ooh, you do not have any more. Do you have some over here? No. Okay, grab some from the bees. And then do this. Here. Here. Use. Here. 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 And I have pink slime in there, so it will work. There is the advanced. Next stage over here. We've got the advanced and plastic. This one is the fiery diamond. Alright, I know where to find the fiery because we were kindly gifted with some fiery ingots. Need 2 blocks of diamonds. Boom. Here. Okay. Block of diamond. Fiery. And then use here. Another one of you. Use. Oh no. Am I out of vibrant? Oh, I'm out of vibrant. Recipe for vibrant is energetic with ender pearls. We can do that. One moment. Gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in there. This goes very quickly. And it's a final. Spain defeats Argentina 1-0. Spain only gave up 1 goal the entire tournament. 1 goal in the entire tournament. That is an amazing defensive show. Very, very good. Messi is turned away from a championship in what is, I would guess, going to be his final World Cup. There is the Supreme. Alright, so then that comes over here. And then we have Supreme in the induction smelter with end steel and steel sheet metal. So we've got end steel. And then steel plate. Oh, I know I made more steel plate. Where did it go? Yeah, I was gonna say, I knew I made some of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go ahead and make 5 because I know I'm gonna need it. Here. Turn around, and we're gonna do you. Take you back. Then you. I'm gonna do you. Crafting unit. Crafting unit combined with this, and this gives me a 4K crafting storage. Alright, so now I have to combine the crafting storage with a crafting co-processing unit. A crafting co-processing unit. Which is another one of those crafting units that we just made with an engineering processor. We have to do that whole thing over again. Oh, God. Then we can put those two things together as like a little multi-block and attach it to the top of our line here. It will use a second channel, and that will give our system 4 CPU of crafting ability, that it will have the ability to do crafts. Next stage, almost there. Slow but steady, we are getting there. I'm just going to set this stuff here because we're going to need it in the very near future. But for now, a Kumidori is waiting to be picked up, so I will go take care of that. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Impostor Syndrome. We made great progress. We have our Tier 3 rocket. I can now improve my spacesuit so it's safe for me to go there and get the materials needed to craft our chunky cheese token. We have our awakened structure ready. So we need a lot more of essence before we can do that. We have a much better sword. Loving our new sword. It does just a bit of damage, 33, but loving that. Used it to take on the wither a couple of times. Got the ingredients we need there for our recipe for Awakened Supremium. So slow but steady progress. We are getting there. So Grinch and I will continue working on our storage system. I will keep working on this AE2 stuff. So hopefully the next time you see me later this week, maybe we will be able to actually use the AE2 system and craft something. What a concept! Ah! That's the goal. Hopefully we will get there. So I have orders from one of my favorite repeat customers, so I'll be working on that the next few days. But I can sit here and work on crafting more of the seeds while I knit, and so I will keep working on those tier 3 seeds in the meantime. So hopefully we'll have a lot more of those to show off the next time we stream as well. And yeah, we're still plugging along here in Imposter Syndrome, having a lot of fun as well. So, with that, I will bid you all a good afternoon. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we will see you all next time. Goodbye, everybody.